Well, joining me now to have a look at some of the stories making headlines across the globe is social and political campaigner Susan Fajana-Thomas. Good morning, Susan. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Let's start with Nigeria's newspaper This Day, and it talks about President Muhammadu Buhari. He's assumed office as the 5th democratically elected president of Africa's most populous nation.
Yeah, this is the headline talking about the Buhari touch as he was sworn in yesterday. And the Buhari touch Nigerians are expecting is the touch of a no-nonsense man, a no-nonsense president, but more importantly, a president that will deliver effective governance. And that's what they're expecting, and hopefully Buhari will be able to deliver, meet the expectations of Nigerians.
I mean, there's been a lot of problems that Nigeria has been plagued with, not least the fact that, you know, financially they have had a lot of issues with the depreciation of the currency. Then there's been the problems with the plummeting in oil prices. Then you have a weak security force, the military, low morale, the issue of Boko Haram, not to mention corruption within the government. Many of these formed his campaign strategy. But how likely do you think it is that he's going to be able to tackle these?
He's going to tackle it. He's going to try to tackle it. But what I don't think there is going to be a miracle. The way people are expecting Buhari is coming on board in the next 6 months. Things will change. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to take a considerable time to tackle the issues of Nigeria. They've relied solely on oil revenue for a long time, so they need to have additional sources of revenue in terms of tackling this financial situation of the country. Regarding the Boko Haram, regarding other issues, the corruption, all those will need time to achieve. So it's not something that will happen overnight. But I'm just hoping that he will have enough people around him to help carry out his aspiration for Nigeria.
Okay, well, let's move on to the Shanghai Daily, and this, of course, is looking at FIFA. The headline there, Blatter likely to win FIFA vote. This was obviously printed just before we had the announcement. Blatter is back in power. Your thoughts?
Yes, yes, Blatter is back in power, which is a shame from where I'm standing. I don't think that should have gone through. Personally, I think if Sepp Blatter has got a degree of decency, what he could have done is to actually step down without continue with this election. He has done. He said in his speech, he said, let's move forward. But it is difficult to move forward. This is a crunch time for FIFA. And if about 14 people are indicted in that organization and you say you're moving forward, you've been there in the last 16 years, how you have moved forward, there's no evidence of the way you have moved forward. Saying that he's not able to police everyone in the organization. That is his responsibility as the head of the governing body to actually ensure that there is a good governance.
Okay, finally, let's have a look at the Bangkok Post. This is to do with the summit, the G7 summit, looking to agree to help migrants. In particular, the international meeting in Bangkok, looking at the Muslim Rohingyas in Myanmar. Yeah,
this is a good headline in the sense that it's doing something, because in the past what I've been going around the Rohingyas is about why are they there, tackling the corrupt traffickers without actually looking into the root causes, looking into the persecutions, looking into how they can help the Rohingyas in all the various countries where they're domiciled. But it is good. This, though there have been reports from the summit that it hasn't gone far enough, but it is a good. It is a good summit.
But of course, Myanmar refuses to recognise the Rohingyas as an official minority.
They're refusing to. That's another thing. That's why I said the summit has gone in a good direction, but need more need to be done, and that is part of that. What needs to be done is in terms of engagement, in terms of how would a country not regard some part of their citizens. What are they doing about it? How is the people in the region, like leaders of these 17 countries, how can they work with them to find a solution to what is happening? I think all those are very important.
Okay, Susan, thanks very much for your thoughts. We'll have more from you on the international papers later on in the programme.